Welcome back to HBO Girls Rewatch.
I'm Amelia.
And I'm Evan. And we're not going to do season 2, episode 2.
I get ideas. We're going to jump into a synopsis, a deep dive. But first, we've got to introduce our incredible guest. Sorry, do you want me to talk the whole time? Today,
so funny.
this is actually amazing because we know about them because they're famous, and then they actually liked something on our podcast, and we immediately were like, we have to get them as a guest. They would be perfect. They have their own television review podcast. It's called
That's Messed Up, an SVU podcast.
So if you like SCBU, you gotta get into that. And even if you don't, she says a bunch of people just listen because they like the vibe. She's also a comedian. You can find her Linktree. You're gonna
Glitter
love it.
Cheese.
Give it up for Glitter Cheese, aka Liza Treyger.
Hello, this is so fun. I felt like I was being spied on. I didn't realize the camera was there.
It's
No, I
so
know.
fly on the wall
It's
iPad.
so fly on the wall.
Yeah.
No, you guys are impressive. This is a great setup. Great
Thank you
energy.
so much.
Full
We
light.
finally named that iPad, actually. We called Amelia's World.
I'm like, get me my world.
Okay.
I need my world.
I don't have an iPad. Do you love it?
Yeah, it changed my life, honestly. I bought it with the, when Joe Biden gave you $600.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I'm going to get this and start doing morning pages. And look at my life now.
And you write on it with like a little stencil.
Yeah, it has a little Apple Pencil.
Okay.
And she was amazing. She also said one of those 5-year look back journals.
Oh, yeah, every day I write
fun.
3 lines, and now I'm on year 2, so every day I read what I did the year ago today.
Wow, you're like Billie Eilish for Vanity Fair.
Really? Yeah.
Cool. No, I found you guys on my Explore page, and I feel like my Instagram knows me so well, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Really?
they just
It's your
give me what I
Instagram?
want. Yeah.
So I feel for most people, TikTok knows them so much better than Instagram, but I'm amazed to know that you're one of the few people that Instagram's algorithm is
I
working
just think
for.
it's because I'm older, and so TikTok is still new. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do a green screen. I just am not familiar. But I just get everything a few weeks later on
That's
Instagram,
perfect. No,
so
it's
it's okay.
perfect.
That's
So
so
I'll send
funny.
shit to my sister, and she's like, I saw it. Like,
But you know your niche.
yeah, so my Explore page is mostly Scandival, Bravo, quotes, animals.
Oh.
Right now it's shark attacks.
Oh, God. Is
it's
Shark Week soon?
Yeah.
No, there was like a bunch of teens on a graduation trip, and they were on like a fun little drinking cruise, and they dared a boy to jump in, and he was eaten by sharks
Wait, where?
in Mexico or something.
Oh my
Caribbean,
God.
Florida, something like that. I don't know.
Take
Wait,
me back to Soul
Do you
Surfer.
know about this? But someone told me I was wrong. But if you see dolphins, is there sharks there too? Right? You can't have sharks and dolphins in the same place. It's like they're different teams.
Oh, I had no idea.
But I've heard that. But then I've also been in an experience where like you're on Long Island. They have dolphins and sharks.
And they have whales, and you can go whale watching. Yeah, it's really cool. No, the
I love
dolphins are
aquatic.
out.
Whoa.
Well, also someone just told me that Anderson Cooper one time went swimming with crocodiles because I guess underwater they don't attack.
Oh.
So it was like him underwater. So I don't know. So because I was just on a road trip, that fucked up my algorithm. I just went to a wedding in Buffalo, so we drove there and back, and it's like a 7-hour
that's
drive.
7.
And so we started talking. I watched a video of a snake eating itself, and then
What?
but it doesn't like hand sanitizer. So then the person puts hand sanitizer at its mouth, and it gagged itself over.
What?
And so much of it's been
Wait,
sick.
how did it
I'm
eat
actually really
itself?
mad at Instagram. Oh my god.
Yeah.
What? I guess when they're like stressed out or the temperature's not okay and they're just in a panic, they start eating themselves.
You know, that's honestly relatable as hell.
I know, right?
I'm in a bad mood. I'm like, can I do something
I
crazy?
really wanted to tag myself in that. Like it literally felt like me. That was so crazy.
Tag your friend who does this.
Isn't that something to do with like Republicans? Snake eating and stuff? Or that's don't separate the snake.
That's like the cutting of the snake,
Yeah.
separate
Oh.
and
That's
or-
13 called me, so.
Yeah.
It was so random.
You know, worms, when you cut them in half, they become 2. But snakes don't do that, do they?
I don't think so.
We always start our podcast
No, I
by
like
like
it,
going into
though.
science mode. Like
Really?
Yeah,
I like science.
accidentally and not in a good way.
Well, and right now, not only sharks, but orcas are really in because they're attacking the boats. You know about
Are they
this?
fed
No.
up?
I guess in Spain, around that coast, a boat injured one of their orca friends. So now orcas are like teaching all the other orcas, like, these are our enemies. And so they're like trying to knock down boats because they fucked with one of their friends.
I have so many new hobbies, and it sounds like motorcyclists. That's literally what motorcyclists do. You like push one motorcyclist over, they all come for you.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
But that makes sense. They're like gang mentality.
no, they're
Power
gang
of
mentality.
community.
Have you ever seen it's like this one video? Now that we're doing Instagram Explore page, there's like one SUV that like bumps into a motorcyclist. It's like at a motorcycle rally. There's like 400 motorcycles chasing this one car, all trying to surround this like big black SUV.
That's so scary. I'm trying
Those
to
are
think if I'd be
orcas.
more scared of motorcyclists than orcas, I think.
No, 100%.
Both would scare me really bad.
Yeah, because I don't think they like eating human. I don't know. Maybe Free Willy affected. But I think, not to bring up this so quickly or at all,
No, thank
but
you.
the motorcyclists might rape.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Right.
Perfect.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
That's so funny.
I just
Wow.
feel like biker gangs are misogynists.
Yeah, and they're ready to come hurt it. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I'd be more scared of. I think I'd rather just like at least touch an orca once before I go.
But are orcas the same as
touching.
dolphins? Like dolphins are always raping people.
You're right. I forgot that
It's
dolphins
really
are rapists.
nowhere's safe for women.
No.
No,
No, there's a
no
video.
way.
Yeah, dolphins will. Did you see the one where a guy was like paddleboarding or surfing and a dolphin straight up, like as a joke, just hit him, like just for fun?
You're
like,
kidding.
Like legit just like flew out, knocked him down, and kept going. I think
I
they're
love
funny.
that.
Honestly, go off.
No, literally. Chris D'Elia came to my university once. He did an hour-long set, and 30 minutes of that was on dolphin rape. He did 30 minutes on dolphin rape.
Who's Crystalia?
He's a comedian that got canceled.
I love that you don't know him. I would like. I'm gonna cut a video of this. Oh, that's so good. The FBI just has done multiple articles about how he's just like a full pedophile predator, but still a lot of my colleagues are still like, but he's my friend. But
Oh, perfect.
yeah, I'm so glad you don't know who he is.
No, so and she didn't know who she didn't know Childish Gambino and Donald Glover were the same.
I just
people
found out last week.
Every episode he's finding out new people. It's
I'm
beautiful.
learning so much. every
Wait, so
day.
how did you get you both independently loved girls, and then that's what bonded you?
Yeah.
I really had a real love for it. Like this is my 5th time rewatching it, I think.
And I watched it and I was like, I don't really get it, but when I move to New York, I'll totally get it. So I watched it preemptively in moving here, and now every day I'm like, my life is just like girls.
And was Sex in the City ever a part of your lives or no?
Yes. So during Earth Science class, it was like 8 p.m. at night every time university. And it was like a whole frat and me in one class and like an old man teaching. I just like put on Sex in the City subtitles. Instead of paying attention to Earth Science class, I like watch multiple episodes of Sex in the City, and it's like all the frat guys.
Were people
Really
like trying to sit next to you to watch with along with you?
No, they only talked about themselves in class, which I don't know how they like related rocks to themselves, but they were so good at that. It's so cool.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I binge watched Sex in the City right before I moved here
Yeah.
and learned a lot through that.
25th anniversary, is it today?
Mm-hmm.
I think today's the 20th.
Wait,
That's
cheers
crazy.
to Carrie.
Yes.
Raise one up. Where were you though when Girls first came out? Did you watch it with?
What year? I watched it every week as it came out on my laptop. Absolutely. If not on
Amazing.
the TV. I'm trying to think where I was living. What year did it come out?
2012.
Yeah, I was living in New York, so I had the time of my life. And I actually lived with a best friend, and we were very much like Hannah and Marnie to a T. It was like kind of a nightmare, and we're no longer friends. But
Oh my god, that's actually amazing.
yeah, but yeah, I was watching it because I moved. I moved to New York in 2014.
Oh.
Isn't it crazy how memory does that?
So 2012, yeah, I was in Chicago or in the suburbs watching, but I watched every single week. It was like appointment television for me.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it was. I like from the ads. I remember the billboards going up. Like I was into it.
What day did it come out on the week? Do you know? Like,
Wasn't it Sundays?
Was it Sundays?
I feel like it was Sundays.
It definitely was. Or like
Because there was
HBO
a thing where it was
Sunday.
like the Oscars or something, and they didn't air a new one. And I remember being
Devastating.
pissed.
No, you're totally right.
And she was wearing like a brown dress, so maybe it was the Emmys. But something happened where I was like, oh, no new episode.
Damn.
Well, HBO loves Sundays. That's
I
like
know.
that's their
But
now
it's
the
like,
Idol.
Now we have the Idol. That's devastating. Have you seen that?
I'm not going to watch it. I don't
Me
think I'm
too.
going to watch it. But, you know.
It's like Euphoria season 2 where you're like, are we really doing this?
No, that wasn't good.
I binge watched Euphoria, so to me it's all one story. So I didn't
It's an amazing
have
long
the,
film.
I didn't have like this is the best, because that's how I feel with Yellow Jackets right now, where like the second season kind of upset me. No, Girls was made for me. I was like in my mid-20s. It had just come out, and I was like, yes, like
That's incredible.
Like when people were shitting on it and it got all this flack, I was like, oh yeah, but it's for me.
Yeah.
So it's not for you. It's for me.
Right.
That's so beautiful.
And it's like no shows were being for you then.
No, but I do have to say I hated the series finale. You'll get to that one day.
I know we're kind of like inching slowly towards the end because the beginning's so good.
2.
We're like, do we really have to do season 6?
Yeah, it really felt like a betrayal to everything that it stood for and its watchers. It really was a slap in the face to everything.
Yeah, Lena, you did that.
Yeah.
You slapped people.
They say they will have a movie in the next, like, they want to have a movie. Lena said, like, a few years ago they want a movie when they're all 40. So hopefully that would, like, redeem it all.
Yeah, and there will be a kid. Yeah.
Yeah,
A grown-up
an old
kid.
Someone actually almost our age.
They'll all meet up. But it just got so much shit because I don't think society realized girls were funny or something. And so they thought that it wasn't satire, that it wasn't a comedy, that it wasn't supposed to be silly.
No.
And it just, everyone's a fucking Nepo baby. Like, fuck off. I don't know. I just loved it so much.
No, you're so...
And I've watched it
everyone
probably
is
3
now.
times.
We're getting that hate on TikTok now where it's like people commenting that obviously don't know what it is or have ever heard about it. And they're like, what are they saying? Like, they're getting so angry. And it's like, because they don't know, like, it's a joke.
It's a joke, and it's funny. I remember and then once I did a rewatch, I think I did another rewatch in the pandemic, I kept being like, this is so funny.
It's
like,
so
why were
funny.
people
Every
so
single
mad?
line. Yeah, it's devastating.
Well, I feel like it literally originated comedy. I swear to God, I watched it, and everyone's saying, at least in like Brooklyn in 2023, they said it on Girls First. It is so
that is
sickening.
true.
Every single quote is like, okay, it came from this damn show. There's no original
100%.
thought. It's
Wait.
perfect though.
Do you guys ever watch Trixie and Katya's internet show?
Oh yeah. Of course.
Or actually, no, it's their Netflix rewatch show. It's like Queens Who Like to Watch, but Katya had never seen Mean Girls, and so they were watching Mean
God.
Girls, and then she realized where all these references came from.
Yeah.
Because she didn't know, like Wednesdays we were pink, like what that was.
Oh, that's
or
so
Fetch, like she
funny.
just didn't know, and so that was really
That's
enjoyable for
perfect.
me.
Okay, should we jump into synopsis?
Yeah.
Every 20 seconds, we switch which person has to like finish it, and we have 1 minute to say the whole synopsis.
Oh, cool. Is
with
it
the
between you
timer.
guys or I play too?
You play
Like, you're gonna
too.
finish it, which you might have the hardest spot because
Yeah, whatever we don't accomplish in the first 40 seconds,
Okay,
you're really gonna have
this
to pull through.
is the best. Okay.
And we almost always synopsize.
I know.
Famous
Did I
word.
go too off topic up
No,
top,
no, no,
or that's
no.
like a normal?
That's what we want.
That's normal. Okay.
Okay, you've got the timer. Okay, this is the synopsis of season 2, episode 2, I Get Ideas.
Okay, Elijah and George are breaking up because Elijah has slept with Marnie. Then we fast forward to Marnie as she's trying to figure out what is the next career pivot. And she's going to an art interview. At this art interview, the woman's like, actually, I don't see you in the art world, which is so devastating for her. After that,
Okay, and then Marnie is like, well, what am I supposed to do? And then Shoshanna is like, oh my God, get a pretty girl job and be a hostess at a weird place. And Marnie's like, okay, I'm all in. And then Hannah goes to see Jessa after the honeymoon. And Jessa's like, I love being married. Being married is amazing. I'm an artsy wife. This is perfect. Hannah broke up with Adam and then is trying to really date Sandy. Oh, okay. You ready to finish this out?
And then Jessa's husband gives her a basket of puppies. So romantic. They play with the puppies, and we learn that Hannah does not read newspapers. And then she ends up going to go fuck her black Republican boyfriend, and they have a race discussion breakup. She eats Cool Whip, and then Adam comes into her apartment.
Okay.
you're good. You can keep
And yeah,
going. Well, okay, and then Anna comes in the apartment, then Hannah accidentally calls 911, and then they're like, I want to call a restraining order on you, and then I want to do it. And then it's actually Adam goes to jail because he has unpaid parking tickets.
And Hannah's like, I'll be there in a sec. And that's a 1 minute synopsis. We
Don't
killed
time
that.
us. Don't time us.
We did do good. I think I went a few seconds over, but
I
it
messed up,
happens.
Actually. It's because I got 3 things in.
You also missed one of my favorite parts. I
Yeah.
love that Hannah was doing the Tracy Anderson workout.
I was laughing.
Oh my God.
Just her little outfit and her being in the room. There was like so many scenes of this episode that felt very like COVID quarantine. Like Adam doing like song stuff. Hannah like working out in the dark in her room. Like it was all quarantine vibes. Everybody's
Yes.
so funny.
And eating Cool Whip so hard.
I love
Was it
Cool Whip.
frozen Cool Whip? Do you remember when people were like, freeze Cool Whip? It's ice cream now.
That's a pet peeve of mine. You can have anything you want. It's not ice cream. It's fine,
Don't
but
call it that.
it's like health nuts like to put protein powder into Greek yogurt.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, that's protein powder and Greek yogurt.
protein
Yeah.
powder and
It's
yogurt.
not, it's not ice cream. Stop.
I just bought a Cuisiner ice cream maker because people were buying the Ninja Creamy and this is like the ripoff version. But like every recipe on TikTok is just people being like, let's make 25 grams of pea protein sorbet. And it's like, we can't pretend that that's what it is.
No, what flavors do you want? What are you gonna make? Banana?
I'm gonna
ice
make
cream?
like banana. I'm gonna try and get really into like creamsicle culture. I've never had a creamsicle thing that I didn't love. Like, I'm ready to be mesmerized by like seeing a liquid turn into a solid.
Yes.
That's really what it's gonna be about for me.
No, I have an issue with the creamy though because it's just like water and fruit, and it's apparently making ice cream. Like to go back to your thesis, it's like no, that can't be ice cream. That's a smoothie.
I know.
It's something much worse.
I know, but it's gonna be so fun. A summer
I think
of-
you're gonna do really good though.
Okay, thank you.
This girl's really good at baking, so I'm
Oh,
sure
great.
ice cream won't be hard.
If you ever make a peppermint one, I'll fly across the country.
I'll send it your way. Wait, you're moving.
I have
where
to
you
move
live
back
in
to
LA?
New York. I live in LA and it really brings me no joy. And I'm pretty miserable and I gotta get back here.
I hated it there.
Yeah.
I moved there a month before COVID, so obviously I was gonna hate it there, but like it's so much better here. Everybody is bopping around town here.
I don't know much about LA, but you're too real for it. That's all I know.
Thank you for saying that. Yeah, no, I look out my window and it's gorgeous. Palm trees, the mountains, it's like lovely. And I'm like, ugh, I feel like Bette Midler in Hocus Pocus, you know, when she's like, ugh, it makes me sick. Like that's how I feel there. I just want to walk around and take the train and drink
Yeah,
as much as I want.
that would be perfect for here.
That's actually this.
I don't want to make plans. I like spontaneity. Like after I'm done,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, I have a little plan here. I have a show here. I'm going to meet someone at this time. Like, I love that life.
You might be scared though, because actually in the last 2 years, no one's drinking anymore in New York, especially people our age. Alcohol.
Yeah,
so
we all
alco-
kind of gave up on
Diet Coke.
alcohol.
Yeah, so because everyone's on mushrooms.
We're
Oh,
all
yeah.
like taking mushroom gummies and getting addicted to Diet Coke.
Okay, but yeah, I love Diet Coke too. No, I like a drink. I want to have a drink. But yeah, I think the youth is against it.
No, the youth is against alcohol.
It's just like I want to make it to hot yoga in the morning, and whenever I drink, I cancel my class, and then they charge me money. It's not right.
Yeah, no, it's really cool now. The youth is like skincare, mental health, saying no. Hot yo, it's nice.
Yeah.
It's
you
nice.
go
a
anywhere,
lot of
somebody's like,
pressure.
"Do you need daily sunscreen?" I'm like, "Thank you. Yes, we're on a patio, of course."
Wait, someone's just giving you sunscreen?
Yeah, like everybody has sunscreen in their bag, and it's like if we sit down outside for even a moment, they're like, "Do you want some?"
No, it's super good.
Like offering gum or something.
Wow. That's cool
Yeah.
because that's expensive too. Supergroup's not cheap.
No, it's not cheap.
I have the
already-
refresh spray.
Oh, the Trader Joe's one. Have you used that? The dupe.
No.
That's
Do they
really
call
good.
it dupe?
Obsessed with Trader Joe's dupes.
Oh, all my skincare is just Trader Joe's dupe.
Our entire bathroom is just Trader Joe dupes.
I love that. No, I actually have been living a nightmare. Sorry to take away from
you have to
girls,
tell us.
but in the fall, I got shingles and allergic reactions all over my body.
No.
My body attacked me. And since then, I've just been really struggling, and now I'm allergic. I don't know how to say it. Linalool, MCI, MI, fragrance. I can't have anything.
You have SVU.
It's and I've been so good. I don't wear hair products anymore. I get full like the Vanny cream. It's like the stupidest shampoo because I had Oribe, and it just had fragrance, not the other ingredients. Broke out everywhere.
Oh my god.
And it's been really intense. I can't do dry shampoo anymore. Lotion, everything is off the table for me now. And I just slept. I'm staying at my best friend's house. Her detergent has something I'm allergic to. So now
no.
my whole lower body is broken out. And this all just started in the fall for
Are
me.
you Jewish?
Yeah.
Yeah, all that. I'm Jewish too. It's so classic.
But it just happened. But I have to solve it.
No, yeah.
I have to find. I can't live like this
I
long
feel
term.
like there's got to be someone out here
Like
who
when you get bar
specializes
mitzvah, you get an allergy.
Even Aesop soap, like it has one ingredient. I was at my friend. I did it. Touched my face. I shut.
No.
Out of nowhere. But I've lived decades without these issues. And
When
I
did it start?
September.
Fuck.
September, I started getting stuff. People said it was I was just like trying to figure it out. Then it was painful. Then I had shingles. Then that went away, but I still had all this stuff. So then I started going to allergists, dermatologists, and I've just been on this journey.
I have
Yeah,
a
you
fan
gotta find a
theory.
healer.
I
to
know. I
find a
think I
healer.
might have to
Somebody
do
chakra work, acupuncture,
No,
whatever it takes.
I do have a fan theory on this though. I was not allergic to apples for so long, and then for 3 weeks I stopped eating apples, and then I developed an allergy to them. And I eat apple every single day, and I stopped for 3 weeks. So you might not use whatever you're allergic to for 3 weeks, and then your body's like, well, now it's time to kick it in. That can happen because you've built up a resistance to it, and then you stopped. Well,
I'm so sorry that happened.
I love diagnosing people with no experience. in
apples are
anything.
good though. That
Yeah.
sucks.
Apples with almond butter like never doesn't feel amazing.
You love almonds because you give me almond milk.
I
too.
know, yeah. I'm an almond girl.
No,
Cancel me.
just
Are you
can't do
oat
peanut butter?
milk? What are you?
I want half and half for
Half
oat
and
milk.
half,
I like a
yeah.
creamy or no, but this is delicious. Like I like
Yeah,
it.
no pressure.
I've always had black iced coffee for my whole life. Oh, you guys live in this neighborhood. I used to live on Bushwick Ave. Claudia's
We never read.
is the best. It's the best cold brew I've ever had in my life. But it's a
Really?
Guatemalan breakfast and lunch spot. And
I'm
it's
adding it.
amazing. It opened when I lived there, and I went there every single day for years when I lived in this neighborhood. And I always got coffee black. And then I was at my friend came over. I finished my coffee. I was like, can I have some of yours? I want more coffee. Tasted it. I went, what is this? And it was half and half.
The magic of half and half.
It was so good.
My parents are half and half, so I know about it.
I never knew. And it
I
was,
can't believe nobody.
no.
Do you do
Wow.
like flavored? Like a
No.
creamer? No.
Just give me
Just
some
half.
cream, no sugar.
cream,
I
yeah.
just love that.
No, it is because it's kind of what is it? Acid, fat, salty.
And you get diarrhea immediately.
Period.
it's worth
It's
Okay,
worth
let's
it.
jump into.
Sorry.
No. We want every single
Okay.
information.
I'm
from
not-
you.
So
I'm
now
not
what's
cutting
after the
any
minute
notes.
thing? We go in one by
you ready
one.
for
This
this?
is our favorite segment.
Girl, what girl are you?
Thank you for asking. I did take detailed notes.
Extensive notes.
It's in bold.
I am unfortunately a Hannah. I think I'm a little self-involved. I'll talk like the moment where, in season 1 where the boy finds the journal and then she's like,
Oh, yeah.
but was it good? Like
Yeah.
that I feel very connected to. Or when Allison Williams and Jessa are bonding and they're like, she gets dressed up and then she has a greasy forehead. Why won't she just do that final extra step? And I feel that's very me. Like I'll get dressed, buy expensive things, get ready, but I won't shave my legs. Or like I'll fuck up. Like I won't go all the way. So I feel very connected to that. My parents paid for things for a really long time for me. I don't think I
Perfect.
could have moved to New York without my parents' full
I'm
support.
going through that right now.
They always have my back, always had my back. Like I just never
Are you
felt.
only child?
No, but my sister's 10 years older than me.
Oh, so you're only child.
Yeah, and she was we moved to America from the former Soviet Union, and so when she lived in communism, and then as a recent poor immigrant, and then when I was a teen,
Yeah.
I got a Coach purse. I had a different
I have a
life.
sister who's 11 right now, and she is living La Vida Loca every day.
Wait, so you're like almost 10 years, like
Yeah.
over 10 years older than her.
Yeah, and my parents were like working their way up the corporate ladder. Now my sister's just like, look at my 7 American Girl dolls. I'm like, work it, girl.
Oh my God. Yeah. So there was resentment vibes for sure. And then I'm judgmental, I think. I let bad men inside of me often.
Perfect.
I feel like, the chubby thing. And it's like how it's, when Adam says to her, like, you're like overweight and that's been your whole excuse for everything.
She's like, it's been hell every day for me.
Yeah, I feel really connected to that. Like having to wear double digits, like just bothers me, I guess. And the justice, like I feel like it's always selfish, but when she does things and then makes it seem like it was for the greater good.
Yeah.
Like I quit because it's for all of you and the integrity of writing. And it's like, you're a lazy bitch, like I feel like I try to make things justice, but they're selfish. And I also really related when she was fucking that hot guy in the big house. I think it was
Oh
season
yeah,
1 too.
the bottle episode.
Yeah.
It's coming. It comes up soon.
Oh, it's in season 2.
Yeah, I think it's in season 2.
It's not Aaron Eckhart, but the guy that looks like him.
Yeah, it's a guy that looks like. What the
no
hell's his
recollection
name?
of this.
Okay,
But I believe you.
No,
How do
remember
you not
she
know the bottle
keeps
episode?
putting the garbage in the guy's thing.
Oh,
That hot guy.
The house.
Yeah, the house. But what's his name? He's like famous
I know.
and cool and amazing.
He's in a doctor somewhere.
I'm picturing the guy from How I Met Your Mother, and that's not him,
No,
is it?
I can't.
No,
We
no.
don't know who he is. But he is just hot and cool. Oh, I was thinking of someone else this whole time also. Now I have the true hottie in my head. But when he's like complimenting her looks and she goes, thank you. He's like, you don't think so? And she goes, no, I do. But everyone tends to disagree. Like that always. Those are the moments that stuck with me about Hannah. Just like creative pursuits.
Yeah.
Not thin, trying my best, but being like a brat, like annoying to people. But I think deep down, I think I care about people a little more than she does.
Aw. That's heartwarming.
Look, because I'm a little more thoughtful. Like I like getting people gifts and doing things for them, but those are the things why I think I'm a Hannah.
That's really a convincing argument. I mean, I think you're right. I'm convinced.
And I lived with a Marnie, who's a self-diagnosed Marnie. Like she, it is what it is. And
okay,
you're a Marnie.
I'm Marnie.
You're Marnie.
So unfortunate. Every week I like want to say a different girl, and every week I'm like, I'm Marnie again.
Wow. And what about you?
Okay, really,
This episode,
I'm changing. I'm like, I mean, there's Shoshanna or Jessa in this episode, I would say, where it's like, I love it. It's like if one thing ever goes right in my life, I'm like, I will hold it over everyone.
You are being like my artsy wife lately.
Yeah, I could totally be artsy wife
being
lately.
unemployed and just like making kombucha leather in our apartment is so Jessa coded.
No, it's so Jessica. I love it when she makes, and it's like for her to be so unaware and say something like this, where it's like, when I show Thomas John my paintings, he always looks. And it's like, it's so perfect because it's like.
That is
like,
how you talk about your life. You're like, something amazing happened to me today. I'm like, work.
And it's really, I'm holding it over everyone. And it's like, it makes me, it's kind of empowering me to be an awful person.
No, it's perfect.
It's perfect though.
Did you travel a lot?
Yeah, in the last 2 weeks, I've gone to Boston and Austin.
Okay.
So it's like, is that
In
kind
a
of.
way.
That's Jessa.
That's Jessa.
Jessa.
I'm like, haven't left the country
Worldly.
in a while. Yeah.
The two whitest cities in America.
Yeah. Boston. I'm Marnie this week because I'm really going through this phase where it's like I'm used to like following the rules and being uptight, but then people are being like, just be hot and dumb. And so I've been really trying to like dress really slutty and be like, I don't care about anything and I'm just a pretty girl. Instead,
And I bet people are trying to fuck you nonstop.
no one's offered.
You've been Hannah this week, though. Can I say that?
Why?
For the last few days, we've done, like, before this, the reason we're both like hanging on by a leg, it's because all we did for the last like week and a half was go out until 2 a.m. and drink every single night.
No, I gave, okay, so
And then we were, like,
I book
writing
my
about
yoga
it.
classes, and if you don't cancel within 8 hours before, they charge you.
8 hours is pretty nice.
I know, yeah, they changed it from 12.
I've never heard of 8 hours.
But
That's
it's like
awesome.
I didn't make it every single day last week, so I owed them like $50 on top of my monthly membership. It's hell. But
That was
this
so
morning
Hannah.
I made it, and the girl had a playlist that was just Phoebe Bridgers, Bo Burnham, and Taylor Swift
Bo
folklore. Like while we did Bikram hot yoga, it was insane. It was incredible.
In LA, I used to go to hip hop yoga because
my-
I don't
what
really
is
like
that?
spiritual. I don't like the faux spiritual. I just was there for my class pass
Right.
because you
I
can
love
only
class
box
pass.
so much. So I would go to this hip hop yoga, and I liked it. Mikey, shout
Yeah.
out.
Shout out Mikey. I would definitely go to hip hop yoga.
It was pre-pandemic vibes, but it was all the moves, same moves, but hip hop.
I think you're there for the right reasons, where people go to yoga and they're going for the wrong reasons.
okay. Don't attack me.
No.
I keep being like, I'm one class away from a breakthrough. Nothing's
For me,
happening.
it was like this was all pre-pandemic. I've fallen apart fully.
Oh, that's
Post.
right.
But I do feel Shoshana energy in terms of like, I love Sex in the City and the show Baggage. Like I watched
Yeah.
Baggage.
Bravo. You saying
I didn't know
bravo
it
so
was
much?
real.
Very Shoshana.
Me and my friends in Chicago, every New Year's Day, we would meet up and watch Baggage all day and eat like bad food
Oh, wait.
and play board games after.
Okay, can we
need
ask
to
what
do
your
that.
baggage is?
Yeah, what's your small, medium,
Is that
large
okay
bag?
for you to do?
That's
We can do ours too.
So fun.
You at least give us your small.
My small is I have an extra tailbone and like an extra little hole on top of my butt. So it's
You're
like I have
kidding.
2 buttholes.
Wait, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I'm like, that's really cool. Yeah.
How old were you when you
Pierced.
realized that?
I didn't realize it. My dad sat me down and I thought it was going to be a sex talk and I was like so upset. And then it was just to reveal that, by the way, you have an extra tailbone and a
That's
hole.
so funny.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up? It's time to tell you. You're old enough now.
Yeah.
That's so wow.
And then like when I was in high school, I would do like little party tricks and you could put like a crayon in it or a cigarette.
That's
Not
incredible.
all the, it's like a more of a belly button
Yeah,
than a
yeah,
butthole,
yeah.
but yeah.
It's like an indent.
Yes.
So impressive.
So that's my small baggage.
Incredible.
My medium baggage, my parents still pay for my cell phone.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love that.
If my parents ever stop, I'm not going to Christmas.
I won't call them.
It's like it would be more work for them to figure out how to take me off. So I'm like, if you're doing that, you're being mad at me. Like,
Yeah, they don't spend money. That's the thing. Like they're retired, they're old, they deserve the world, but they live a thrifty life. So it's like I don't feel bad. They're fine.
If they signed up for the family phone plan, they want family, they're getting family.
Yes. Yeah, but I get texted like my mom's name. Like it's like if I call a caller ID, it does say my mother's name.
yes, same. It says my
happening to me?
stepmom's name, and people are like, "Who's Kara?"
Yeah, so that's my medium baggage.
Perfect.
My big baggage. Wow. One time I overpromised to do like a charity event and I was on the planning and I was doing all this and then I ghosted them.
Oh my god.
And I live with that shame. Oh, this other bag. I should have reached out to one of my friends. His father passed in a tragic way and we were in a fight and I never reached out. And I feel that haunts me.
Oh my god. You're living with so much guilt.
Yeah, those are my two big baggages. I'm sure there's worse. Like I've stolen stuff, but
That can't be bad anymore, though.
what?
The steal.
Yeah, that's true.
I never feel
Depends
bad.
where you're stealing from.
I like took money
Whole
out of
Foods.
the safe of the hair salon I worked at to go get my nipples pierced at night.
But you
I think
deserve
that's.
that.
I think that makes a lot of sense.
I'm like, everything you're saying is like, that's actually
It's
good
Hannah,
for
you know?
Yeah.
That is Hannah, and they'd be like, they didn't need it. Whatever. Okay, wait.
Wait, I just gave up so much baggage. Yeah, those are it.
We'll do our baggage so you
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
community.
Okay, my small baggage is so related to yours. It's like no one actually believes me, so maybe it's not true. But I have one connected earlobe and one not connected earlobe. Wow. Is that baggage? Is it? Can you tell?
I like looking at them.
Is it true? I'm like maybe I'm lying. I guess found out I.
No, that one's more hangy. You're right. That one's
Yeah.
connected. Cool.
It's just, I guess yours is so much better. I wish I had a second butthole. Okay, well.
Yeah, tell me about that.
What is my medium baggage? My medium baggage is do you have one? I'm like as a child I'd steal all my friends' Webkins codes. Like I'd go to their houses and take their Webkins codes and then like steal them.
Yeah,
and put
I would
their
always
pets onto
log
my
into my
account.
sister's and send couches using her money.
Do
Do you know about Webkins?
I know. Yeah, I've heard of Webkins, but what's the instant couch?
Oh, I would like log into her account and you can send gifts to other accounts. So I would just like buy big purchases with my sister's money and send it to me.
What, did she ever find out?
No, she was like 5. She was fine.
fuck yeah.
She was fine.
No, I would literally take over my friends' accounts because if you had a code, you could reset their password. So I'd reset their password, steal their pets. They put so much time and effort. But it's like I had to have 40 Webkins. It was like a mission for me. It was on my summer bucket list.
Yeah.
And then my large baggage is, everything in my life is I don't have any shame about anything.
I know, you're so #shameless.
What is it bad? Can you tell me?
Your biggest baggage? No. Remember when we did baggage to each other and you were like, Amelia?
Oh, okay. Well, this isn't that bad. It's the only thing I can think of. I got in a car crash, and then a woman. We don't have to go into that. And then a week later, I hit someone else's car, but I didn't put a note down because I already got in a car crash that week. So I'm like, well, they'll figure it out. And I've always lived with that guilt.
Did you fuck up their car bag?
Yeah, and then unfortunately, this person did. This isn't related, but the person did kill themselves years later.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, well.
My small baggage is I stole a Nintendo DS from a gift shop in Florida when I was 6, but then I felt bad, so I just left it on the plane. So it was like, I just displaced that for no reason.
They might have gotten it back.
They might have gotten it back somehow. There's no way. And then my medium baggage in high school, I'd always invite my friends on like trips, but then I would get mad at them and I'd be such a bad friend to them that they would have to hang out with my siblings because they didn't want to be near me because I was so toxic.
Why is this so easy for you?
And then my biggest baggage, I guess my relationship with my family.
Is it twisted?
They're like really nice and I'm just like, we can't speak.
You don't talk to them?
No, not really.
Even though they're nice?
Yeah, but they're so distant.
Okay.
Like my brothers, our entire text chain is just me wishing them happy birthday and them not responding for like 5 years.
They're like really nice. They won't text you back.
Yeah. Or like my sisters, I'm just like, congrats on graduating college. What'd you study? Wow. Yeah. So that's my big baggage. Hey, Mom.
Not close. Not close with the
Oh
family.
yeah, her mom does.
My mom
listen
does
to the
listen to
podcast.
this podcast, and she's learning
Nice.
more about me through the podcast than she's ever known about me my entire life.
I know it's really embarrassing. These parents are obsessed with us and they just want to find anything. Like my mom will just get on Twitter. Like she just wants to know everything.
No, she's finding tweets about you on Twitter.
I found out my sister told me that she goes on Twitter. Well, I don't have it anymore, but like that she would go and like read them and stuff. And
my
then she started asking questions about, she reads every comment that anyone leaves on Instagram.
No.
That's why I can't have people write mean things. Like it hurts her feelings.
Right. You're like, guys, you can mess with me, but not in a public street. Like my mom is too affected.
Yeah.
Yes. Because she's always like, ooh, I saw people really liked what you posted and they wrote this and that. And
She calls you. She's like, somebody said something mean to you. How are you doing? You're like, how are you doing?
She does not handle it. But yeah, these parents are obsessed with us. I guess my friend once called me a forever teen. Like the way I speak to my parents at times. You just revert back, I think, sometimes.
That's so weapon.
Yeah, when you're with your parents, like you have to. You're filling a role. Like I'm being a character actor.
I just went
every
and
single time.
stayed at his parents' house this weekend, and they were like in a screaming match just because he's like, I want to wear a green suit, and they're like, you can't wear that to the wedding, and they're like
Yeah,
screaming.
45 minutes. But it's like how I learned to talk to my parents. Is like everything is at the highest level possible.
It was
And everyone has to
incredible.
scream around the house. There's like, unfortunately, you have 6 bedrooms in the house. You have to always be screaming into the other room.
It was so powerful. It was so
Yeah.
powerful to witness.
Wow, you have so many bedrooms.
I know. It's like a subtle brag. So
There's one TikTok. Well, not only do I not go on TikTok, I go on YouTube Shorts.
Stop.
That's
what's
We've been
fucked.
posting clips on YouTube Shorts, and we're like, who's watching these?
It's
We
me
found
before
them.
bed. YouTube Shorts. And
wait,
they're-
why there?
Yeah.
Because it could be on my laptop.
You can scroll. How I'm so amazed by you. You're scrolling. How are you scrolling before you go to bed? Like I think I have to watch something that's so like video because I can fall asleep to it. But you're
Because I
scrolling.
fight the urge to sleep. Like I was the last kid
Yeah.
up at the sleepover. You know, I don't want to go to sleep.
Your eyes are stinging. You're like, I gotta keep going.
Shorts. But there's one family, they have 14 bedrooms. They live in some weird castle and there's all these siblings. They all went
Oh,
to
yeah.
a Taylor. Do you know who I'm talking about?
I'm pretty sure I've seen that.
yeah.
They're all blonde.
Yeah.
all blonde.
No, it's cool. Okay,
There's
we
a
need
movie
to
about
lean
it.
into
Yes.
Lena.
Oh yeah, leaning into
Lena is where we kind of deep dive the episode.
Great.
What was Lena thinking when she wrote this? What's going on?
Okay, let's bring up our.
Well, she definitely was trying to make people less mad by having a black person in her show.
Yes. So
She really shoehorned him in.
I watched the inside the episode like bonus feature. or
Yes.
whatever, and she was like, I'm not doing this for the critics, but I do think they brought up a good point. And she's like, and I love Donald Glover's work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder what like the biggest difference between the show between season 1 and 2 is. It comes a little bit more self-aware, I think, in season 2.
Probably bigger budget.
Bigger budget.
budget.
Yeah. That's a really big one. They can like finally pay Elijah and Shoshanna like be on the show.
Yeah, they really are like, Elijah, you're in the mix.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, no, the Donald Glover character, does he stick around for more episodes after this? No.
Wait, I think there's one episode where he comes back.
Okay, that's-
See him or something.
Lena, what, girl? I guess she was like wanting to explore, like, I guess they have that scene when they break up and he's like, what is this? And she's like, what is this? Like,
And then she's still like, but do you want to fuck? And he's like,
no.
out of here.
Well, and you made an amazing point earlier where you were like, where Lena's like, I always do stuff for you. And during the scene when she comes back to Elijah and Marnie, and she's like, well, I I broke up with him because I can't date someone that doesn't respect the rights of gays and women. And Elijah and Marnie are like,
Okay,
yeah.
thank you. Yeah.
My favorite scene.
No, I love it.
No, but I love that Lena like makes Hannah an idiot. Like you're not like the conversation she had with Donald Glover was so funny of her being like, I don't even think about you being black. I didn't even notice it.
Yes.
It's like, you know, I just like that she is
She
a
like
dumb white
double
girl.
downs, yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay. And she's like, I'm literally so chill.
But the first cold open, like he's about to put the titty in the mouth. Like that was a wild scene.
They really went there.
The titty was so near his mouth.
I missed that entirely.
Huh.
It was
because
then it cuts to the girls.
No,
But I
exactly.
feel like he was like about
to go for
to
it.
nibble on her nip.
We don't know what.
Second butthole.
Yeah.
It was wild.
It's really so. I mean, I love it. I love Marnie's whole arc here, where it's like she can't fit into the art world, so she's like be a hostess now, a pretty person job. The concept of having a pretty person job, so fun, so resonates today.
It's
so real.
good. This is a scene that lasted with me for now over a decade when she's like, I don't know if I could be a model. And they're like, no. We never said model.
Not a model, but pretty girl job, yes. I have a friend. The way Shoshanna is like, my friend help, and is like immediately like, Denise, it's me, we gotta get this girl a job. And then she has a job like 2 minutes later. It's perfect.
Well, and her whole thing of like saying why Denise's life is good is like she always has a fresh gel manicure. And I feel like that's so of the times as well.
That is so, it is.
Because
like,
they're more affordable. Well, I'm about to get laser hair removal.
Oh, perfect.
$30 an appointment.
Wait,
Groupon?
what?
No, that's what I mean. I used to be a receptionist at like a med spa back in the day in my early 20s, and like you needed Groupons. It was hundreds of
Yeah.
dollars.
I
It was
spent my
so
entire net
expensive,
worth on laser hair removal last February.
right? It's $30 per spot per appointment for my yeah.
That's not bad.
No.
I'm like paying the cost of rent. I'm like, zap me.
How many appointments is it?
Shit is different. I don't know. My friend's girlfriend's a nurse, and she got COVID PTSD, needed to leave the hospital. She didn't want to work at the hospital anymore. And so now she does fucking
That's such a
Botox
Grey's
and laser and all
Grey's
that.
Anatomy plotline.
Yeah.
That's an amazing point, because you know what? So many nurses got PTSD. You were so right, and that's why I think you saying it getting cheaper. I think there's so many more nurse practitioners now who are like doing filler and laser hair removal. And it's like, thank God they're flooding the market. It's amazing for the rest of us.
And she's still like Cedars is still desperate for her, so she'll pick up shifts at the hospital if she really wants to.
Is that
Oh,
travel
that's
nurse?
perfect.
No, I know, 'cause she's
Freelance
just in
nursing.
LA, but like they just are desperate for her.
Yeah.
That's so cool to be wanted.
Does she like being a nurse though?
No, I think then she was going to be a nurse. It just got too much where
Yeah.
like there was no break, and then no one, people just,
That's a
pots
really
and
hard
pans.
job.
But like, I bet this would be a storyline on Girls, but like no one
I think
cared
it's-
enough,
Yeah.
and it got too much. I think and people died, and I think just
Yeah.
watching
That's
that
insane.
in large numbers fucked with a lot of nurses.
Well, yeah. I mean,
might
it's
as
one of the
well.
hardest jobs, I think. They don't really pay. Even my friends that are nurses in New York are always like, I made the wrong career choice. Because you just like look at your friends, and when you're in, like if you're doing business or something, you still have so much mobility in what you do. It's like you can change your whole career in like a matter of months. Like if you do marketing, you can do 10 different kinds of marketing jobs and like be a salesperson. But like nurse, you're a nurse. You're
a
locked
nurse.
You're locked in.
And that's hard.
And that is hard. My mom's a nurse. Shout out her.
Wow.
NICU.
No.
Little babies. Fuck. I thought she did it because my brothers were NICU babies and it inspired her. But she's like, I thought it would just like be a good hours. And I'm like, what?
And is it?
No.
No, those
It's
little
like
babies.
6 to 7 or something. It's like 12-hour shifts.
Yeah.
But I guess when you're off, you're off. I don't know.
I know a doctor who worked 7 days on, 7 days off.
That's powerful.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
kind of fun.
Yeah, you get 2 weeks off a month.
That's incredible.
What kind of doctor?
Neuro brain
Neurosurgeon?
science, not surgeon, but neuro brain.
Yeah, doctors work so hard for so long. It's that once they get on the other side, Oh, but now Google's like owning doctors, basically.
What do you mean?
I made that up, but it meant Walgreens. It's like all doctors, all private
What
practices
could you
are getting
possibly
bought,
mean?
and now they're all gonna being a doctor is gonna be a terrible job in the next 10 years.
I actually, yeah, 2 people on Saturday were telling me about how like you got to be a physician's assistant now because you
Yeah.
get way better hours, way less school, and you get paid almost the same amount.
Doctors don't get paid like they used to.
Yeah,
Okay.
you have to like specialize, like family medicine. I follow
Yeah.
Dr. Mike on YouTube. If you're
Shout
watching,
out Dr. Mike. I bet he loves girls.
I love him. I love Dr.
Is he
Mike.
that hot one?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is really hot.
He's hot and he's like me. He's like, a Soviet Jew who came to America. And
Do you guys have a Facebook group?
no, I
You
won't.
guys should have a little group chat.
Listen, I did hire PR and I did tell them you got to get me on Dr. Mike.
Okay, it's gonna
Yeah.
We'll
happen.
see.
Yeah.
We'll see. I said I want to throw a pitch at the White Sox game. I want to be on Dr. Mike's podcast and on Watch What Happens Live.
Wait,
You're gonna
incredible
get
goals. You're getting all of it.
I hope so.
We'll make it happen.
She's really good at manifesting.
I do love
For
her.
others, not herself.
Not for myself.
Others around her, though.
I haven't cracked the code yet. Okay.
Wait, the other Marnie little line I liked is when Ray goes, "I'm personally not attracted to you at all because I know you."
Yeah.
I love that.
What a
I love that.
foreshadow,
I love that
too.
Shosha's just like over him, like, yeah, totally. So cute. The
But
Ray
that's a
and Shosha but all
foreshadow.
they get together. That happened this episode. I think we're like Lena's trying to establish, like, it was one scene, but Lena's trying to establish for season 2 that Ray and Shosh are gonna like continue.
Yeah.
And then I guess like the Jessa marriage thing, like, what do you think she was trying to say when she's like they're painting and like whatever?
Whoa.
For me, it felt like very manic, like the scenes with Jessa, like with the puppies and her being like, it's so calm on the other side once you're like not on a hunt anymore, and you're like, girl, are you okay? Like Hannah's like so scared for her friend. She's like, that was really sudden. You seem really happy, but in a way that I don't believe. What's going on? And Jessa's like, you don't get it, girl.
Yeah, Jessa lacks depth
Yeah.
for me. And so that's like a shallow marriage with a great view. I mean, he lives in Williamsburg, right?
Salaman's
Yeah,
a great view.
That view is great, but it's like everything is based on like, of course that nerd would want to marry this hot young girl.
Yeah.
Is he in a pants building? That's so funny.
What is it?
All those pants building in the front of Williamsburg are like
Yeah.
2 towers that connect at the top. The
It's
pants and the shorts.
definitely that building. Because
It's
then
the
they
pants
go
and
and
the
like
shorts.
sit like right by like Domino Park basically. And the names of the dogs, I wrote them down. It was
Garbage.
like garbage
Hanukkah.
and putter or something.
And Pucker.
I wrote him down too. Fucker.
Fucker. When Hannah's like,
fucker,
can it be named
Hanukkah.
Hanukkah? And Jessa's like, totally. Sorry to cut the episode short. We are going to release a part 2, the second half
Part
of this
2.
interview, just tomorrow. So you don't even have to wait that long.
No, it's actually it's better this way. You guys are learning a lesson about patience.
Yeah, it's Marshmallow Experiment. But we interviewed Liza, and she just had so many great things to say. We didn't want to cut anything, so you're getting 2 parts this week. Slay!
You guys are so lucky. I wish I could get 2 parts this week.
Okay, see you guys tomorrow.